Welcome to the lecture series on electronic devices. So we are into the module 4, and in the previous lecture we have studied about construction of MOSFET. The detailed steps we had covered, and today's agenda is the energy band diagram in the MOSFET. MOSFET or JFET, both are relating to the same type of transistor. So in the previous lecture we had seen the steps, right? So these were the steps: taking the pure semiconductor, then oxidizing, right? Doping it with the p-type, then oxidizing, right? Then deposition of photoresist, then using the mask and exposing it to the UV radiations. After that, etching, then implantation of N plus materials. After that, again photoresist, followed by masking and etching, and deposition of aluminium, right? Removal of aluminium from the unwanted places, taking out the terminals. These were the different steps involved in fabrication of MOSFET. Uh, do you have any questions related to previous topic in fabrication? Do you have any questions? Have you understood each step? Okay. So then we will move further uh, for today's agenda. The energy band diagrams in MOSFET or JFET, right? The JFET or MOSFET, whatever we study, it can be interrelated. So it starts with the like we have a MOSFET, right? So let me take the pointer. We have MOSFET. So in MOSFET, what we generally have is we have metal, then we have oxide. This is metal, this is oxide, this is semiconductor. Right? So it will be M, O and S. So oxide, it is usually an insulator or it is non-conductor. Metal is there and semiconductor is there. And in the previous sessions also I had explained you like this behaves like a capacitor. Right, there is one plate. Here there is one plate. Right, it is like this is metal. This is metal. And this is oxide and this is semiconductor. So semiconductor and metal, they behave like conductors, and oxide layer, oxide which is present in between these two, will behave like insulator. So it is behaving like a capacitor, right? And when we apply the voltage, say if I give negative voltage, then negative charges will develop on the one plate of the capacitor, okay, or one plate of the MOSFET, right? This is what the metal layer, right? And the other is what? The other is the substrate layer. Okay, in between we have oxide, right? So basically, when we say that there exists a capacitor, then we need to be remembering few formulas related to capacitance, right? The capacitance per unit area, it is given by epsilon by d, right? It is given by epsilon by d, and where epsilon, it is permittivity of the insulator. Okay, this epsilon, it is permittivity of the insulator. And what is d? D is the distance between the two plates, right? This is the distance, right? So that is the capacitance per unit area. And also we have one more component, the magnitude of the charge per unit area on the either plate, this plate or that plate. It is given by the second equation I'll write below. It is Q equals to CV. Q equals to C into V. Okay. So this is what? It is the magnitude of the charge per unit area on each of the plate. Okay, on either plates. And one more equation we can write, the third equation. All these equations are related to capacitance. And why we are writing the equations? Because this MOSFET is behaving like a capacitance. E equals to V by D. right? E equals to V by D, where what is E? E is the magnitude of the electric field. Okay, E is the magnitude of the electric field, right? V is the potential and D is the distance, right? So these three equations we need to be remembering. First one, the second one Q, third one E. C, Q, E, right? These three equations are important whenever we go through a MOSFET. Next, coming to the theory of this energy band diagram. Before energy band diagrams, let me tell you that when I give negative potential here, as I said, the negative charges will be developed on, and on the other plate, obviously the positive charges will be developed, right? So here you are seeing positive and here you are seeing negative. So the first diagram, what it is indicating, it is a parallel plate capacitor, right? And it is showing the electric field and conductor charges also. How the electric field will be? It will be from positive to negative always. Always the electric field will be from positive towards negative. Okay, and it is showing the charges also. And what about this one, the second diagram? Here also we are giving a negative potential, correct? And what happens if we apply negative potential here? What are the majority carriers in p-type? Here we have p-type substrate, correct? So what are the majority carriers in the p-type? Holes. So when I give negative potential, when I give negative potential, it creates some field, electric field, right? And because of that electric field, these holes will be attracted on this side of the plate. Yes or no? They will be attracted. They will be moving towards the junction of what? Junction of the substrate and the junction of the oxide. There is a junction, right? This junction. So they will be trying to move here, right? And what is this? This is the electric field. This is the electric field, always from positive to negative, correct? And what we see that the majority of the holes, they just come near the junction. Majority of the holes, they just come near the junction. Okay, so here this is the oxide. Okay, this is not the oxide, this is the oxide. Okay, this is the oxide, this is metal, black color is the metal, this is the oxide, and this entire thing, it is substrate, right? So from inside the substrate, they will be moving towards the this junction. Okay, this junction, where is this junction? Junction is between the oxide, this is oxide, and this is the body or p-type substrate, right? And above we have MOS. This is MOS. M for metal, O for oxide, and S for substrate or semiconductor, right? So in the third diagram, what we are seeing, as we have applied the negative potential, all the holes, they were traveling, right? After they have traveled, where they will settle? They will settle at the upper side, where there is effect of negative potential, right? They will be attracted by the negative potential. Three diagrams are understood. Yes. So then we will move further. What will happen if I apply positive potential? See here, here I am applying positive potential. Means what? Means positive potentials, electric field will come at this end, right? So what will happen now? The holes, they were nearer to the junction, right? Now if I change that polarity, what will happen? This positive will repel the holes. Yes or no? Yes or no? This positive, it will repel the holes. Earlier I was applying negative field here. So all the holes, they were traveling towards the negative field. Now what I have done, I have applied positive potential. So what will happen now? These holes which have come here, correct? What they will do? Yes. What they will do? Where they will go? They will be attracted or repelled. Attracted by what or repelled by what? Yes, answer please. One of you. Am I audible? So what will happen? I am giving positive potential. What will happen to the holes? Holes are present here, right? Holes are present here. What will happen to the holes? Whether they will be attracted or repelled? They will be repelled. Why attracted? They will be repelled. Positive, and holes are also positive. I am giving positive potential here, right? So they will be repelled. They all will just move away, right? Move away from that junction or move away from the interface, right? Now once they move away, right? Once they are just moving away due to rippling force, what will be present here in this region? Negatively charged ions. Negatively charged ions will be present here. Understanding? See, in p-type, majority carriers are holes. Correct? Majority carriers are holes. But does it mean that there are no electrons only? No, it doesn't mean like that. Okay. Majority carriers are holes, no doubt, but minority carriers are electrons. Correct? Minority carriers are electrons. So here all the holes they were coming previously and now they have been repelled. But here I am applying positive potential. Correct? I have applied the positive potential. So because of that positive potential, holes have been already repelled away, right? They have already moved. But what is left here? What is left? Immobile, negatively charged ions are left. And this XD, okay, it is called as space charge region. It is called as space charge region, right? Understood? These two diagrams are understood? Okay. So next we'll move towards the next diagram. So here what we are seeing, we have tilted the diagram here. So here this entire thing, I'll just mark, right? So here this entire thing, it is body or substrate. This is body or substrate, right? What is this? This is oxide. And what is this? This is metal. So M, here is O, here it is S. Earlier what we were having, earlier this was M, this was O, and this was S, correct? But now it has been rotated by 90 degrees. Okay. Now what will happen? What you are seeing here, negative voltage is applied to the metal. Means what? Again I am going to the first case. Again I am going to the first case. There are two cases here, right? The first case is negative potential applied. The second case is positive potential applied. So what will happen in the energy band diagram when I apply negative potential? When I apply negative potential, what will happen? What will happen? Just now we have seen, if I apply negative potential, what will happen? See, all these are negative, right? All these are negative. Okay, if I am giving negative potential, what will happen? What about holes? They will move up or down? Yes, they will be attracted. They will be attracted. Correct. You people are correct, right? So when holes are being attracted, that means the number of holes, it is increasing in this region. The number of holes, it is increasing in this region. Why? Because most of the holes, they are attracted by the negative, correct? So that is why the energy band diagram, it is saying that the hole count is increasing. You can see whether the hole, it will be present in conduction band or valence band. What can move into the conduction band, hole or electron? From valence, from valence band, what can go to the conduction band, hole or electron? Yes, correct. So electrons can move to the conduction band. Holes cannot move to the conduction band, right? Therefore, all the holes you are seeing that they are near to the valence band. This is EV. I have come to the energy band concept now. What is this? This is EC, right? What is EF? EF is Fermi energy level, right? What is energy Fermi energy level? It is the probability of the charge carriers to occupy the that level. Okay, the probability of the charge carriers. So here, because the charge carriers are holes, right, they will be occupying which region? This region. Which region? This is EV region. So most of the holes, or almost, not most of the holes, all the holes, they will be present near the valence band. Hence what we are representing here, plus plus plus, means all the holes are present in the valence band. Correct, all the holes, they are present in the valence band. But what we have seen, if we apply the negative potential, the hole count will increase near this region. Correct, the hole count will increase near this region. That means what? That means the carrier concentration of hole, it is increasing. So let me erase first. Okay. So here the carrier concentration of holes, it is increasing in this region. That increase in hole concentration, it is represented by this energy band diagram. Are you seeing some bend in the energy band diagram? Are you seeing some bend near the energy band diagram in this? Where the bend is? Where the bend is, you can see here. Here is the bend. Yes or no? Here is the bend. Whether the bend is upwards or downwards, the bend, it is upwards or downwards? It is upwards. Yes or no? See, the bend is upwards. It is straight line. It is bending upwards. Following? Why it is bending upwards? This energy band, it is bending upwards. It is indicating that the holes are being increased. Upwards means what? Increased. Right? I am telling you in very simple words. Bending upwards means what? The hole concentration is being increased. Correct? What will happen? See, here negative potential is there. Correct? Negative potential is there. So near the oxide, the this band is bending upwards. Means what? It is what this is indicating. This is indicating the same thing here. What the same thing is? The same thing means what? Near the oxide. Where is the oxide? This is the oxide. Correct. Near the oxide, the hole concentration will increase. Hence the band is bending. Okay, hence the band is bending. So if I do the reverse thing, if I apply positive, right, if I apply positive, what will happen? Holes, they will be repelled away. As you people have said, holes will be repelled away. When holes will be repelled away, the band will bend downwards. Why? The concentration of the hole, it is coming down near the oxide. See, this is the interface. This is oxide, this is semiconductor. Okay, this is oxide. So near the junction of oxide and semiconductor, the band is bending. Why the band is bending? Because the number of holes, they are being decreased. Why they are decreased? Because there is repulsive force. Repulsive force due to what? Due to this positive supply, and hence it is written here. What is written at the gate? What is written? Positive voltage applied. Understood? Yes or no? Shall I repeat? Shall I repeat? Shall I repeat this concept? Please say, shall I repeat this concept or move ahead? Yes? Please answer. Shall I repeat this concept or shall I move ahead? You have understood it. Did you understand? Did you people understand? Oh, okay. So this energy band, it is increasing for negative supply. Why? Because the holes are being attracted towards this interface. Okay, it is shown here, and the band is decreasing for the positive supply because the holes will be repelled away. Holes will be repelled away, right? Hence the hole concentration is decreasing. So moving further to the next diagram. Okay, what will happen if I apply more large positive voltage? We are seeing here large positive voltage. What will happen? Large positive voltage means what? The holes will be more repelled. Yes or no? The holes will be more repelled. More repelled means what? The band will bend more. Why it will bend more? Because the repulsive force is more, and band why it is bending more, because most of the holes they are being thrown away on the other side, right, due to that repulsive force. Following? Following? All are following? Yeah, yeah. But what will happen due to this? If I apply large positive voltage, the holes are being repelled away, correct? But what will be attracted? Holes are being repelled away. What will be attracted towards this junction? Yes, the minority carriers, right? The minority carriers, the which are electrons in p-type material, they will be attracted. And where the electrons should be represented? Near the valence band or near the conduction band? Near the conduction band or near the valence band? Where it should be represented? Holes where it was represented near the valence band. Correct. Why? Because holes cannot move into the conduction band. But what about electrons? They can move into the conduction band. Yes or no? Therefore, the electrons are shown here. I'll just clear the screen for you people. See here the electrons are being shown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These electrons. Are you people able to see? Yes or no? So here the electrons are represented, which are attracted by very large positive voltage. Right? And hence the band bending is more. Band has bended a bit more. Okay, and we are seeing that, right? What we are seeing, the conduction band, it has become very close to the Fermi level, energy Fermi level, and the valence band, it has moved away, it has moved downwards due to this bend, right? So what about the next? For n type you should answer the things here. I have explained you for p type, correct? Now you people tell me, this is n type, what are the majority carriers? Okay, so if I apply positive potential, what will happen? Electrons will be repelled or attracted from this region. From this region, the electrons will be repelled or attracted. Yes, they will be attracted. Correct. Right. So they will be attracted. Why they will be attracted? Because positive is there, right? Positive potential is there. So because of that electric field, the electrons will be attracted, correct? They are being attracted, right? Now how the direction of electric field will be? Downwards or upwards? Electric field. Above I have positive, below I have negative. Always electric field flows from positive to negative or negative to positive. Correct. Correct, correct. So see here, what you are seeing, the electric field is shown below. Correct. And what this phenomenon is called as? This phenomenon is called as charge accumulation or carrier accumulation on the surface. It is called as carrier accumulation. Understood? Why it is called as carrier accumulation? Because the carriers are being accumulated here. Correct? They are being accumulated. Understood? In the p-type also, in the p-type material also, when I apply negative potential, the holes will be accumulated. That is also called as carrier accumulation. Now come to this point. I am applying negative potential. Correct? I am applying negative potential. What you will say about this? Electrons will be attracted or repelled away? Exactly, they will be repelled away. So here I have negative, right? And here they will be repelled away. So when we say that they are repelled away, correct? When we say that they are repelled away, what will be attracted towards this? What will be attracted towards this now? No doubt the electrons are repelled away. What will be attracted? Correct. Minority carriers, which are holes, will be attracted. Correct. Now this phenomenon where holes are being attracted here, it is called as inversion. What it is called as? Why inversion? Why it is called as inversion? What do you mean by invert? What do you mean by invert? It is ulta. Meaning, what do you mean by invert? It is ulta, opposite, right? What is happening here? What opposite thing is happening? Earlier, what was present here? All electrons were present here. Yes or no? All electrons were present here. Now, what is happening? Electrons are repelled and holes are coming. That means what? Inversion is happening. Understood? So this is called as inversion. Okay. So is this point clear? Oh, okay. So next we'll move towards again energy band diagram. Now you people explain me. Positive potential applied towards the gate. This is N-type material. Correct? Okay. Tell me what will happen. Positive potential applied towards the gate. Right? What are the majority carriers here in N-type? So what will happen? Positive potential applied and majority carriers are like correct. So electrons will get attracted. Correct. Very good. So where the electrons will be in the conduction near the conduction band or valence band? Conduction band or valence band? It is near the conduction band. See, always holes will be present near the valence band, and electrons will be present near the conduction band. Okay, why? Because it is a semiconductor and it will conduct. It will conduct means what? Always the electrons should be near the conduction band only. Okay. Then tell me about the this one negative potential applied. Negative potential applied. Holes will be attracted. Okay, holes will be attracted. So this what difference you are seeing in the band bending? Whether this band bending is same or opposite to the compared to the p-type material? Yes, it is opposite. Okay, why? Because the material has been changed. Okay, so instead of p-type, I am using n-type. Okay, So this negative potential is there, right? Holes will be attracted towards the surface, right? The holes will be attracted. So the hole concentration, it is being shown upwards, means holes are being increased, right? If I apply large negative voltage, what will happen? If I apply large negative voltage, what will happen? Exactly, very good. See here, holes are being shown. Where it is shown? Not conduction band. It is shown near the valence band, right? So more number of holes will be attracted. And which band is near to the Fermi energy now? Fermi energy, which band we are having? It is valence band. Okay. And more is the bending. That means what? More number of holes will be attracted. Why more number of holes will be attracted? Because we are giving large negative voltage. Understood? All the concepts are clear. What happens if we apply positive and what happens if we apply negative, especially in both the materials, p type material and n type material. Okay, so in p type material, say I have p type material, right? And here if I give negative voltage, what will happen? Yes, I'm quickly revising the things so that it fits into your mind. Negative potential, yes, p type material. Correct. Holes will be attracted. Holes will be attracted. All the holes, they will be attracted. Right. What this is called as? What this phenomenon is called as? Carrier accumulation. It is called as carrier accumulation. What if I apply positive? If I apply positive potential, holes will be, yes, holes will be repelled. Yes, minority carriers, they will come, and that phenomenon is called as inversion. That phenomenon is called as inversion. Carrier accumulation and inversion. Okay, and says the same thing happens in n type material also. And this band bending concept is understood. It is with respect to the holes. Okay, it is with respect to the holes. So whenever the holes, they just decrease, the band will bend downwards. Whenever the holes concentration increases, the band will bend upwards. Clear? If more is the potential, more the holes will be attracted and band will bend more upwards. Are the points clear? Okay. Do you have any questions for me? No, sir. We have understood everything. Very good, very good. So people are active even after the having the food. That's great. So we will stop today for at this point of time, and we are in the understanding level in Bloom's level taxonomy. Right. So thank you everyone for joining the session.